Uh, my name is Thomas. I'm 23 years old. I was born and raised in Chicago. My story is basically that it's nothing in Chicago is death and murder. The rate climbed high and high and high, and no one talks about what really goes on. You got the Rahm Emanuel telling you that it's a great city. But if that was the case, why every year they add at least 1,000 police officers? Why is the murder rate still high? Oh, it's down, but wow, what's down when like three, four, or five, or 600 people being shot, 40 being murdered, and it's just going up and up and up. That's crazy. That's crazy because it's like, my opinion, people can't see that who's really the enemy. The real enemies, you guys, certain group of people, not everybody, but a certain group of people just, oh, this person gonna make it all better. No, he's supposed to fix and manage it to get it to where it's working and helping. Like, what's the point of buying a vacuum if the vacuum spits dirt on the carpet instead of picking it up? Who would buy a vacuum that does that? And I feel like this is meant to happen, but it's so many dynamics that play a part in this. And I think a lot of things could be solved with simple measures. Like my stance on the gun debate is, yeah, granted, guns kill people. No, that's not true. People kill people. And I do believe saying, the guy with a gun stop the bad guy with a gun. Why? Because it's proven. The difference. Look at, it's a difference when it's used to defend life instead of take it. And if that's the case, then I'm pretty much okay with this person getting killed to save innocent people. Now, if you got something to do with it, then whatever. But you just gotta, we just gotta come together. The moment the black people come together and just stop being sheep and herded alone with all this demonic, evil ass shit, we'll be a stronger race. They couldn't take us head on, so they made us hurt ourselves within. That's just like affecting the body with a foreign virus. If the body don't know what this virus is, it's gonna attack itself to get rid of it. And it's doing its job, but I feel like I'm glad that we actually got a black person actually speaking the truth about what's really going on. And to me, Candace Owens is dead on with what she's saying. I feel like, me personally, I can't who my ancestors is because I honestly don't know. And me, I don't trust putting my DNA in a tube and mailing it off to a place that I can't physically see or know that it's there. That's another thing. And it just, with the fake media or the fake news or whatever, I'm glad Donald Trump doing what he doing. People don't give him nowhere near the amount of credit that he deserves. Look who he using to negotiate. He didn't tell you. Then all he said was he's not a part of the administration. Okay, granted, that's true. He's a mediator, or however you want to call it, but he's in there giving him the message, Donald Trump's message. And I really honestly think that Donald Trump ain't gonna screw North Korea over like a Bush would or Obama would or Hillary Clinton. People don't understand that. He actually trying to make it to where it could be okay. Granted, what people don't know, if Donald Trump do the wrong thing, it's actually people that's gonna hold his ass accountable. People think that the whole government is corrupt, like everybody, but a major thing people don't understand is that it's people in the government that's fighting for us. He not my skin color. He might not look like me, but I can look at his track record, his past, his current, and what he had now, and be like, okay, that's a good guy. But now it's like everybody can be anybody now. You gotta actually pay attention to what they saying, and is it making sense? CNN, me personally, I believe CNN should be sued for gross fraud. They should be, the person who owns CNN should be arrested or liably sued for fraud, because how could you say you the most trusted news name and news network, but you staging fake news? That's what it all comes down to. Whoever coined that phrase, I hope they getting rich, because that's basically what it is. It's fake news. You didn't legitimately test this car to see if the gas line is faulty or not. You made something, the flare explode on a small gas cap. You wasting gas screwing it in, and you overfilled it. That's not cool. People don't pay attention to that. In my mind, when I knew for sure Donald Trump was winning, I can honestly say, out of everybody, I'm like, okay, Donald Trump gonna win. Why? Because from the very beginning, he didn't let them just strong arm his nomination. Bernie Sanders didn't do that. It's like he already knew what was coming, and he like, okay, fine, whatever. But Donald Trump was actually in there. No, if I lose, they rigged it and they stole it from me. It's basically what he said out his own mouth. He said, if I don't win, I think it was either they stole it from me, or it's a rigged election. And from there it went from all this Russian collusion. And once I found out about the uranium, I actually researched it and found that for myself. Yes, everything pertaining to Russia that happened illegally can be legally tied back to Hillary Clinton. Now, people, oh, she won a popular vote. Yes. I'm sad to say, but in my opinion, the popular vote count, but it don't count how people think it is. Each state, each state, tell they electoral college who they want to vote for. But I think that by her being sick, it's like she was having epilepsy seizures, could barely stand, and falling downstairs and stuff. Can be exposed to bright lights and stuff, or she having seizures. And it's rumored that she had multiple brain surgeries, and that whole year she disappeared when she should have been campaigning. Is she was recovered? She was in recovery. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't wish nothing bad on people, but hey, when they pass on, they gonna have to answer to everything they did, because it's like, look what they did to Haiti. Look what she did to Libya. She let the contractors die on the roof of the annex in Benghazi. They had pre-advanced prior warnings about this particular location in Syria. Benghazi, Libya, or Syria. Benghazi, Libya. Yeah, my bad. But she knew, and they was calling for help. I don't care what nobody say. Obama is responsible and Hillary Clinton is responsible. Even if American soldiers was far away, couldn't make it. Say they couldn't make it. Okay, I grant you that. But just as you have those contractors under you, you can have a rapid deployment team go help them. The same people doing the same shit, helping. They basically soldiers, but they don't work for the parts, like they not U.S. Army or French Army or nothing like that. But if you pay me to give you a service and I come under fire, I expect, in that situation, I expect backup. I'm going to use my training and whatever I'm put with to do what I have to do. But when this is gone, I expect backup to be here already to reinforce and repel the attack. But how it went down, to me, I can honestly say the movie, to me, it depicted it in a true way. But I know Hollywood always got a spin or a take, but they actually depicted it. And people don't know. That's why I feel Colin Kaepernick don't deserve to play in the NFL. For the simple fact is, people don't know what he taking a kneel for. He not taking a kneel for the struggle or the injustice brought upon black men by white police, allegedly, quote unquote, allegedly. I don't believe in that, because I could give you more than 3-4 examples. I had bad experience with police, but overall my experience wasn't, oh, I felt like my life was in danger, oh, he threatened to kill. No, because there's been plenty of times where I was breaking the law. All they had to do was press the issue because I was in the wrong. By me not just putting my seatbelt on, that gives them that probable cause to pull me out to see what's in my pocket. But they didn't. And the crazy thing is, they stopped us within not even a block, maybe a half a block apart. And they didn't harass us or nothing. And they was white officers. It wasn't, oh, where you guys going? Oh, a car full of black people. Oh, y'all gang banging and drug. No. Our insurance was valid. Our license was valid. And we had proof of registration. We had the sticker on the plate. And while she pulled us over, it was a legal, valid parking violation. And they didn't do the most or nothing. The uniform officer didn't even say anything about the seatbelt. When the detectives ran our names, they were like, okay, you guys might want to put your seatbelts on till you get home or wherever you guys going. Have a nice day. See, what people don't know is, I can't say this for sure, but the spots where it's violence at, they is actually out here looking for their shit, but I don't know what the fuck going on. I feel, for some fucked up, strange reason, that you feel like you gotta kill somebody like that, like just like on some mass murder type shit. You should think, what did these people do to me? Who am I angry at? And when you think about all of this, and at the end of the day, you still wanna do whatever you plan on doing, do it to that person. I'm not condoning no violence or nothing toward nobody. I don't do that. My mindset say avoid the BS at all times, so that way I'm more safer than having enemies everywhere I go. Cause pretty soon that's how things happen. See, what people don't know, in Chicago, it's a lot of off stuff going on. If you're not paying attention to where you at, you cross the wrong street, take the wrong bus in the wrong neighborhood, it can cost you your life. Sometimes, just because sometimes they mistaken identity, sometimes they can't get who they want and they know you know this person, all kind of shit go wrong. So man, you just and you wonder why. I always ask why. Why is it that somebody can shoot up a playground? Like that's not normal. In my mind, that would never be normal. I would never get desensitized to it or nothing. That's crazy. You gotta ask yourself why and how and who and how do I fix it? And my common sense tell me, okay, Illinois got some of the strictest gun laws in the country. Okay, with that, and then you knowing all the gang members, everybody that's on parole, all of this, because if you pay attention, when Memorial Day came back, Ed Johnson was like, oh, we going after the people with warrants and violent crime warrants and all of this for the be heading up to Memorial Weekend to try to curb the violence. And I'm sitting in a room with my mama. I'm like, see, Mom, that's what I'm talking about. Why can't he do this all the time? Go after the guns and the drugs, do it illegal, and you can, I'm not saying stop the killing, but it can be a dramatic dip because you actually going after people and you doing it by law and your case is by the law. So when it go to trial, you can actually put the people that need to be put in there, the violent criminals. And my thought on the non-drug offenses, you gotta look at, I feel like it should be comprehensive. Like, okay, with some grams of marijuana. Did it have any other drug on the marijuana? Was it blunts present? Did he look under the influence when you came into contact with him? Is it can and then it can be to prove guilt or innocence. See, that's the line that you can't get blurred, because if you use a drug test to prove somebody been smoking or getting high, you should use it to prove that, hey, this person is clean, or this person only got this in his system when we drug tested them. And I think it's a disconnect there, because it's like, okay, fine, I'm only smoking marijuana, but it affects people different. You can't expect for it to not affect you different if you don't know what you're smoking. In my case, I honestly feel like if you go to somebody like, can I get some weed? And you get it and you look at it and you think for any amount of time upon it getting in your hand that this is not what, this don't look like no weed, that's telltale signs of you don't know what you're doing. And you need to go to somebody that can help you. Because I'd rather you smoke with somebody you can trust that's going to actually handle your weed the right way, ain't going to put nothing on it or nothing like that. Because I feel like people do that to people just because, oh, person A, this his first time smoking. I smoke my weed with X drug on top of it. He ain't gonna know what it is. You might be able to smoke whatever that is. You give it to him, he hit it one time and he seized over and died. Overdose from one hit, dead. And the first thing you gonna say was, oh, I didn't mean to do it and all this other stuff, when you should have paid attention. That's because you do the drug, that don't mean other people do it. That's why I tell people I don't be shaming nobody for their drug of choice. I like to smoke marijuana and sometimes cigarettes. So everybody got their drug, but I had to tell people like, just because you do it, that don't mean I do it. You gotta let people know. You gotta set the boundary, let them know. And if a person ever cross that, then in my honest opinion, it is what it is. You know, I don't really, I don't really too much got nothing to say after that because I know how I felt when somebody played a joke like that on me. I was ready to literally hurt him. Cause I told him, I don't do nothing, bro. But show you how stress play tricks on your mind if your mind not strong. I was so stressed out, I was just ready to smoke and study him getting the weed and the blunt and bringing it back and rolling it in front of me. It was already rolled. So I'm thinking, this my guy, ain't nothing wrong. I'm good. I can smoke it. Ain't nobody else smoking, so I'm good. So he lighted. He let me smoke it, puff it, smoke it, pass it, and then it passed back, and then I puffed it again. And after I puffed it that second time, he was like, bro, that's angel dust. My ass got so high, it's good. It was good weed, so I didn't know it was medical though. So study it getting me that, oh, I'm high, feeling head high. It was like a, bro, you healed, nigga. My knees stopped hurting, my headache went away. I'm feeling good, got a pep in my step and all that, you know. And then that's when he told me. And then at the time, I was in a placement. I was in I think, I don't know what to call it, but I was in a placement, and it was like, I'm like, wow, this is how they treat people with mental illness. And it was just a mix of people in a building. And it's like, it was a 3-story building, but it's like only one staff to a floor. But in the floor, it's like, I think either 5, 6, or 7 people. And each person got a range of different mental illnesses. And, you know, that's why I always tell people, like, I'm blessed, you know, because I was able to witness things that opened my eyes at an early age. And it's like, whoa, what is this? Okay, so this is this. And I started gaining an understanding. And, you know, with the Twitter thing, it was like, so I can't post this. I'm not threatening no violence or nobody. If you look at the post, I think it was just how I worded it. How I worded it was wrong. And Twitter just wouldn't let me upload it. I just want to do this and tell y'all who I was and stuff, so I know who I am, you know. I don't believe in Republicans or Democrats. I look at the person that's in front of me. Okay, I hear what he's saying. Okay, let me see who his family is, what his family tree look like. Okay, what's going on with this, and then another one is, okay, he's saying this, he's saying he gonna do this, but what have he done for what he's saying he's gonna do? Do we have any history of doing what he's telling you he wants to do if we let him be the president or let her be the president? See, what people don't know was Hillary Clinton to me was never a real candidate. I think maybe it would have been closer. Still, he would have won, but it would have been closer if Bernie Sanders would have actually spoke up for his nomination. But he just remained quiet for some reason. I don't know. But the thing is that I knew something was wrong. I asked myself, how many states did she actually steal? I was wondering, cause I knew she wasn't gonna do nothing else. I call that the old fashioned state grab. I think it was five, if I'm correct. I'm not quite sure. But I think it was 5 states she stole. But then people didn't believe people when they said, oh, Donald Trump, in order for him to win, he had to win by a landslide. And I think that's pretty much what he did. Whether it be technically speaking or just metaphorically speaking. But that's what he actually did. And he, I think, turned states, blue states red, because what people failed to realize was, no, there was no Russian collusion. Donald Trump bust his ass campaigning, visiting states, letting people know what he wanted to do. Hillary Clinton was nowhere to be seen. How many times she made guest appearance over the primary election? I don't think quite too many. And then when she did make the appearance, she always needed medical assistance. And allegedly, she's suffering from epilepsy seizures, or however you want to call it. And she's dying, basically. I don't know what other way to put it. She's basically dying. Because why? Because I don't know why. Because I don't know why she's dying, but you gotta look at it. Look at it. Look all of the. I don't want to do that, but just look at Hillary Clinton and you'll understand why she's dying the way she's dying. It's like the good always outweighs the evil, because it's like the good is never ending, in my opinion. But at one time in history, or one time, and however you want to put it, I don't want to get too technical, but one time in time, evil is gonna cease to exist. I believe when the evil doesn't exist anymore, the good gonna have a chance to regrow and sustain, because I believe good people connect no matter what the race, no matter what's your heritage or where you come from. Good people always connect, and it's always good people everywhere. That's what I believe, because I feel like all through life, I feel certain people was put in my life and they actually made a positive difference. Yeah, I was at a disadvantage as a child, but it was never bad as it could be. It was just hold on for a minute, and I learned that study having anything that's worth having right now, it never lasts, but something that you work to or build for positively, it comes back and it actually means something. It means that much more. And that crumb tax break Nancy Pelosi was talking about, to the average person that get that $1,000 tax credit, or however you want to call it, that means something. That's an extra $1,000, extra 500, 200, 100 that can be used, that what ain't gonna be there like it should. That's why I'm a firm believer in bringing companies back to the U.S. Cause look what Chrysler departure from Detroit did. Look how it went to shit. But Chicago went to shit. It's a shithole city. Illinois is a shithole state. Nothing against the people that live there, but the state itself and how it's ran. Like, a person didn't lie when they say, look at a democratically ran state and look at and compare it to a Republican and see the difference. What the difference is. It's gonna be a difference, but look at it. Who don't want jobs? People so blind and controlled in a way that Donald Trump wasn't finna bring back, when he say I brought back jobs, the job he brought back is manufacturing jobs. Them motherfuckers grow. It's like a up and down float. So if you were smart enough, you could see that, oh, study, going to college and getting these bullshit ass degrees that's gonna drown me in debt till the day I die. Still have to pay a lot of debt off when I'm dead. Study going for those degrees. You can gear your degree towards your manufacturing. So as soon as you get that degree for the manufacturing, however it goes, you go vocational training, technical school. Now you certified for that. You got certification papers and you got education papers. You can join the union and you can be covered. So that way when you have to, oh, my baby's sick, they can't, oh, if you don't come in, you're fired. No, nigga, this is emergency. Okay, I'm calling the union, see what they say. You got somebody there helping you, but I would say that you gotta wake up. Like, in my opinion, Obama poured the ultimate deception over people. Allegedly, I should say, like, my other guy said I can't call his channel off the top of my head, but he used, that's his saying, I'ma let it be known in the video, allegedly. TMZ